do this. Yeah.
All right, of course, you got us. So we're trying to dance to the drum beats there. Of course, that's Ola Awakan, and he's doing something quite important. Of course, there is the 2024 World Drummers Day. Of course, this will be done by the Guild of Theatre Arts Drummers, and they are set to stage the Echoes of the Drum, a play written by Ola Awakan in commemoration of the World Drummers Day on April the 4th in Abuja. Of course, the play speaks to the need to embrace and love unity and explore the nation's cultural diversities. Now, Ola Awakan joins us now in the studio. Good morning, and thank you very much for coming.
Beautiful morning to you.
Yes.
Thank you for having me.
Tell us about Echoes of the Drum. You wrote a book on that, and now it is going to theatre. Yeah. So tell us about it.
Okay, Echoes of the Drums is a celebration of the potency and the significance of drums for cultural appraisal, cultural renewal, ecotourism, national unity, peace, and coexistence. And it's actually the first of its kind drum drama. It's a drum written for drummers to be performed by drummers. You know, we've had dance drama being performed by dancers, we had drama being performed by actors, but this time around, the drummers that are being, kept by one side as orchestra are now coming on stage to do the performance. Okay. And why Echoes of the Drum? Echoes of the Drum was actually written in 2005, originally written in 2005. It's won a prize in 2015. In 2022, it was premiered by the National Troupe of Nigeria for the nation's independence anniversary, 62nd independence anniversary. But before 2022, 2021, an excerpt of the play was done by the Guild of Theatre Arts Drummers. Just the prologue was done, but the full play was premiered by the National Troupe. So this time around, we are now taking it to the next level. We are doing the unveiling of the book. It's been published. The play text has been published for the public to enjoy, the message on the play, what I call drumunication. That is drum to communicate, drum for education to communicate. So that is what we're doing this time. So now it is the Guild of Theatre Drummers that are now giving life to it, bringing it on stage again. But this time around, they are bringing it on stage in a bigger way, bigger way in Abuja for people to enjoy it for World Drummers Day. And that's not going to be all. After the staging on the 4th of April, we're also doing a tour of universities. We call it Campus Drumunication Tour. And after Campus Drumunication Tour, we're also looking at having what I call Global Drumunication Tour, where we'll be having countries to, come into it, and let's take it on a tour of, African and European countries, because the message is actually global. When we talk about coexistence in a society, there's no society without drums. And there's something I thought of recently. I said, look, when you play the drum, what do you get? Beats. If you're alive, what keeps you alive? Your heart. If your heart is beating, you're alive. If your heart is not beating, you're dead. So if you play drum and it gives you beats, drum is life. So if we are able...
the rhythm of the drum.
And the rhythm of the drum, gives life. So if we are able to look deeply into the significance of drum, it can be used for... it has its own commercial value. It has tourism value. It has cultural value. It has social value. The drum can be used for therapeutic functions. It can be... So there are so many things that are, deep inside that play, and it's also a way of talking about triplets in Nigeria, because the major characters in the play are triplets. The major characters are triplets. So the first triplets, according to history, born in the Southwest, there is a history to that. It's in the play, so we can use that. So that's just it in a nutshell.
Well, how important are days like this World Drummers Day, to preserving our culture?
Well, it's very, very, very important, and I believe so much that if we have, although we need to do celebrations like this every day, But if a day like this is set aside to talk about drums, to talk about drums for education, to talk about drums for communication, which I call drumunication, it is very, very important. The world will get to know that beyond just taking a drum, playing a drum, it also has its own value. It also has its own intrinsic, function that it helps the society to move to the next level, to get better every day. So it is very, very important that we talk about this in schools. It's very important we talk about it to parents, to talk about it to the elite, to talk about it even to the uneducated in the society, even for the government to come into it and say, because our culture helps us to build our value. True. And we know that the trend now is our value system is fizzling out, in quotes, and we have to bring it back. Yes. And bringing it back is to use culture, because our existence is that of communal living. That's how we used to live. But that communal setting, that communal structure of our existence as Nigerians, as Africans, is fizzling now. You just stay on your phone. It's just you and your phone, you and your phone. And the way we grew up, I still remember growing up with my grandparents, and will be called, even people that are not members of the family will be called, and grandparents will sit together. There will be, tales.
Enjoy story time.
There will be story time, tales. So that memory is still there. There's nothing to distract you. You want to listen, and by the time you get, to listen to a story, the message of the story will be discussed by everybody. So you go home, you reflect, and it will help to, to make you a better person. Right. So it is culture, it is discussions like this, that will help us to, get back on track and make our society better.
All right, so the day is August the 4th.
Yes.
Sorry, April the 4th.
April the 4th.
Thursday.
Yes.
From there, you're going to which other school?
No, it's just in Abuja for now. Okay. But the schools are still, aligning the schools to have it. And the special guest of honor is the First Lady of Nigeria as a special guest of honor. And the book will be reviewed by the DG of Film and Video Censors Board, Dr. Shuaibu Zain, and so many, arts lovers. We're also collaborating with the National Troupe of Nigeria, and other collaborators are coming to be there. So it's going to be fun and filled with artistic splendor.
All right, so thank you so much, Ola Awakan, for talking to us on this.
Thank you.
And wish you success. I'm sure we have a lot of people come and watch
Definitely.
this at the NUC.
Definitely.
Thank you so much for coming.
Thank you for having me. Thank you.
All right.